We've seen how the water in Erie gets to your faucet, but what happens when it goes down your drain? Just as the Water Treatment Division attends to our drinking water, the Wastewater Treatment Division attends to the water after it leaves your home. The Town of Erie's Wastewater Treatment Division operates and maintains the North Water Reclamation Facility, which is the focus of today's Inside Erie. On Inside Erie, we'll take you behind the scenes of your town. We'll show you how things work and highlight many different aspects of our community and local government. Let's take a look inside Erie. Waste management and sanitation is incredibly important to the health and vitality of human beings. The Town of Erie's award-winning response to this need is the North Water Reclamation Facility. The Town of Erie Department of Public Works Wastewater Treatment Division operates and maintains the facility and processes 1.5 million gallons of wastewater per day. We deliver these services 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, while protecting the environment, community, and economic interests that we all value. We currently serve over 7,500 residential and 150 commercial customers. All of our wastewater must be treated and restored before sending it downstream. Let's take a look at how it's done. When the wastewater gets to our reclamation facility, its first stop is the headworks. It goes through a screening process that takes out the solid waste that comes through. Stuff like plastics and papers and other non-organic things are pulled out. Then the dirt or grit is separated before the wastewater moves on to the next step in the process. Before we follow the wastewater on to its next destination, we want to show you the brains and the heart of our plant. The motor control room controls all the motor functions of our facility. And the pump room is what pushes and pulls the wastewater through the process. And one more stop before we follow the flow. Our high-speed turbo blowers supply all of the air for the biological processes of treating the wastewater. Right now, this blower is spinning at 31,800 RPMs. And what also makes these blowers exciting is that they are much more energy efficient and sustainable than conventional wastewater treatment blowers. This is only the second application of these blowers in Colorado. When running a facility like this, electricity is the greatest cost. With the installation of these energy-efficient blowers, we anticipate that our energy consumption will be reduced by 15%. Staff also redirects heat from the blowers to assist in heating other parts of the building, resulting in an even greater cost savings. Let's jump back into the liquid stream, figuratively speaking, that is. Once the grit has been removed, the liquid stream flows into our anaerobic zone. This reduces the level of phosphorus in the water. Phosphorus can create all sorts of trouble with algae growth, and it can harm fish, so we want to reduce it to safe levels before the liquid stream moves forward. The next stop is the anoxic zone, which removes the nitrates from the liquid stream. Then on to our aeration basins. We have 4 outdoor aeration basins, each holding approximately 200,000 gallons of wastewater. Each basin contains millions of pieces of IFAS media. The IFAS media gives the bacteria more surface area to cling to and grow. The town's use of IFAS media enable us to reduce our overall footprint for the facility by at least 1/3. For future expansion, we will not need to add acreage, just simply add more of the IFAS media. The bacteria, which is used throughout the process to eat all of the organic material and ammonia out of the liquid stream, is separated from the water in the clarifiers. Oh, and you see all those bubbles? That's the high-speed turbo blowers at work. The water flows from the basins into the clarifier, where the water gets separated from the bacteria. As the water sits still, the bacteria sinks to the bottom. From there, it is returned to the head of the plant to begin the process all over again. Or it is sent with the scum buildup that is pulled off the water and sent through our solids handling process. Now the water has one more stop before it can be released back into the stream or into our reuse reservoir. This is the last stop the water has to make before we can safely return it to Boulder Creek or to our reuse reservoir. The microfiltration filters and tertiary filters cleanse the water, and we use UV light to kill any bacteria or viruses that may remain. Once the water passes through here, it is safe and ready to be pumped into Boulder Creek or to our reuse reservoir. The use of the reclaimed water is a component of the town's water conservation plan. The reservoir includes a 40-acre surface area. This water is rated Class 2 reuse water and is able to be pumped back into the community for use in parks and open spaces, reducing the town's dependency on potable water supplies. Let's go back to the clarifiers for a moment. Remember the scum that we scraped off the top of the water and the bacteria that sank to the bottom? Well, anything that isn't liquid needs to be treated as well. Once the solids and liquids are separated, the scum and the bacteria not sent back for reuse are pushed down the solid stream and then dumped into this tank. Then it's moved to the second tank where lime is added to create a sludge. The solid stream is held here for 24 hours so the sludge can be stabilized and any bacteria can be properly decomposed. Once that process takes place, the stabilized sludge is then dumped into the feed tank where it is fed into our Class A biosolids room. In the Class A biosolids room, we turn any biosolids into usable material. We add polymer to thicken it up. Then the biosolids go through our screw press. The town of Erie is the first municipality to use this specialized screw press in the central United States. Most of the liquid is removed and the biosolids are heated to remove all pathogenic organisms, resulting in compost material that is completely safe. The process is slow. It takes 6 hours for biosolids to move from one end of this process to another. But the result is a useful material that the town will use in town parks as compost. Additionally, there has been interest from local turf farmers who may consider purchasing the compost. The remaining material is disposed of safely and responsibly. And just one more thing before we wrap this up. We strive to treat the wastewater as unobtrusively as possible in both sound, smell, and sight. We've made our outbuildings and ranch-style barn-like buildings that disappear in the natural surroundings and reduce the visual impact. The town of Erie strives to be a steward of the state's most valuable resource. Our goal is to sustainably operate the North Water Reclamation Facility as a good neighbor, minimize odors, and return the treated effluent to the creeks while meeting all state and federal standards. We deliver these services 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, all while protecting the environment, community, and economic interests that we all value. Erie is the place that we call home. We're not just any community, we're Erie. While maintaining the small-town charm that our citizens love, Erie continues to grow as more and more people see what our community has to offer. Erie is a town that we can all be proud of. For more information on the town of Erie, please visit our website at www.erieco.gov.